Hi guys, welcome to this reformer inspired video. We're going to be playing around with this move called the scooter. So we're going to warm up something called a standing balance one. So what I want you to do is grab on to the back of your thigh here. Try to find your balance here the best that you can, having even balance on your big toe, little toe, and heel. And as you can tell, my balance is challenged. So it's okay if yours isn't. And I just want you to kick a few times. Let's point that toe. We're going to kick, grow up long through the crown of your head. We're just going to do a few more here just to kind of warm our legs up, warm our balance up. We'll kind of engage our breath here. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, growing even taller through the crown of your head, as if there's a string on the top of your head pulling you up towards the ceiling. Let's do two more on the side. 1 and 2. And then we'll switch sides. So really standing in this nice tall line, finding that balance between your big toe, pinky toe, and your heel. Standing up tall, take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, stretch it out. And my hamstrings are not very flexible, so my leg doesn't go that high. That's okay. Pushing the bottom of your thigh into your hands. Let's do 4 more here. 1, 2. Good, and then gently lower down. Let's just do a few very mini squats here, just to warm up those knees. Having the arms up, then down to the side as you stand up nice and tall. Exhale, up. Really focusing on the bend of those ankles, the bend of the knees. Making sure that the knees stay in line with your ankles, with your second toe. And that those knees never go further forward than your toes. You're always reaching your bottom back. Let's do 4 more just to warm up our legs. So scooter is very similar to what we call a lunging position. So today is all about that nice controlled lunge. So inhale through the nose, exhale, stand up nice and tall. Let's do 2 more. Creating space between your shoulders and your ears. Excellent. We're going to do something called a hip flexor stretch. So we're aiming on stretching out this part of our hips. We're going to have one foot in front of the other, kind of in this nice lunge position. We're going to do a slight pelvic tilt. And this leg in the back, you should feel the front of your hip kind of stretching. You're going to bend a little bit, go deeper into that stretch, and out. This is called a dynamic stretch. And I don't want much of an arch in the back, so try to have a nice neutral spine here. Let's do 3 more. Good, and then switch legs just to warm everything up very briefly. So 1 foot in front of the other. You're going to do a little bit of a pelvic tilt before bending. Do a few more here. Good. Last one. Excellent. All right. So let's put our right foot in front of the left foot here. We're going to go on the tip of your foot. And today you don't need a mat, you just need some slippery socks so that you can really slide. All right, so you're going to bend on the forward knee, making sure that that knee stays behind your toe. And you're going to stay here. This knee is not going to move. And you're going to go in with that back leg and out. And let's do 10 here. Good. In and out. Let's do 6 more. And you're not going up and down, the best that you can to stay very stable on that front leg. Last one. Good. All right, shake it out. Let's switch legs. You're gonna go into that nice bend where the knee is not in front of the toe. You're gonna go out, in. Inhaling while you're in, exhaling while you're out. Five more here. And 2 into the nose, out through the mouth. Last one. Good. And you should feel a little bit of a burn on the front of the leg, so shake it out. So the next thing, we're going to keep everything the same, but if your balance feels good here, we're going to add a little bit of a skiing motion where our arms are moving in an alternate pattern with our legs. So let's stand on our right leg here. We're going to have a nice little bend here, and then inhale to prepare. Exhale. As your left leg goes back, your right arm goes forward, and vice versa. So same arm, same leg goes back. Hinging a little more forward at the hips. One more here on this side. Good. Stand up nice and tall. Shake that leg out. Let's switch sides. You're gonna go into this nice mini squat. Inhale to repair. Exhale, bring it back. Five more, hinge a little bit more at the hip. And last one. Good. Stand up nice and tall. Shake it out. All right, shake it out, shake the arms out. Give yourself a nice little bear hug. Rolling your head to each side. Switch arms. The last thing we're gonna do is a little cool down called a roll down. So what we're gonna imagine is our spine is like a slinky. Our head is the top of the slinky. Tailbone is the bottom of the slinky. We're going to inhale to prepare, and as we exhale, we're gonna start at the head of the slinky, and we're gonna try to go segment by segment, rolling down until you feel a nice little stretch in the low back. We're gonna take another deep inhale once we're down there, and as we exhale, we're gonna reverse the slinky, slowly rolling up from our tail, and our head will be the last thing up. So, standing very tall, you're gonna take a deep inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, you're gonna slowly start peeling your head down, segment by segment, until your head is rolled to the upper back, to the middle back, to the lower back, and you're just gonna roll down. See, my hamstrings are very tight, so I may not be rolling down as far as most of you, but I am just going to meet my body where it's at today. Grab onto your elbows. You're gonna shake your upper body no to all the bad energy, no bad energy in 2026. And then you're gonna shake your body yes, up and down, accepting all of the good things that are gonna come to you. Reach your hands down. Take an inhale to repair. And as you exhale, slowly start rolling up from your tailbone to your low back, to your mid back, to your upper back. Lastly, your head, you're gonna reach your arms up towards the ceiling, really reach, reach, reach. Then you're gonna grab onto one wrist and you're going to side bend. Take a deep breath through your ceiling ribs. And then exhale, reaching back up to the top, switch hands. You're gonna inhale, exhale, side bend, and then come right back up.